Hi, I'm Jerry Romano. I'm going to share with you my favorite recipes that are easy to prepare and taste great. We were recently in Italy on the coast of Liguria, and they make the most delicious focaccia bread there. I've got a recipe for you. I think you're going to love it. I know what some of you are saying. Jerry, I can't bake bread. I don't know how to do it. It takes all day. It does take a few hours to make bread, but you're not actively working there with the bread the whole time. It rises a few times. You can go out and do other stuff. You probably have most of the ingredients in your house, and let's take a look at them. Okay, we've got flour, water, tomatoes, extra virgin olive oil, some bread starter, which we'll talk about later, garlic, rosemary, salt, and here's some active dry yeast. This is what it looks like. Like I said, nothing very complicated about the ingredients. Come on, let's get started. Okay, first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pour some warm water in the mixing bowl. Then we're gonna pour the active dry yeast on top, mix it up so it's blended thoroughly, and we're gonna let that activate for 15 minutes. This is a quarter cup of the bread starter. This adds a lot of depth of flavor to the bread. In the recipe, I have the instructions on how to make it and how to store it. Okay, add the rest of the water, olive oil, salt, and now the flour. Let's get this dough hook on here. Let's let the machine do the work. You can do all this by hand if you want. You don't need a machine. But like my recipes, I always say, I want them to be easy to prepare. So we're going to time lapse here. This is about 10 to 15 minutes later. Get this dough off. Come on, get the dough off. The reason I'm taking it off like this is I want to work it on the countertop a little. I want to feel the dough. And when you make bread a lot, you get a sense of how it feels when the dough's right, when it feels right. It's like, how do you know when it's right? You handle it, and you look at it. So that's why, and this looks pretty good. It's nice and blended. I'm gonna squirt a little bit of olive oil. I love using those squeeze bottles. Coat it with some olive oil all around, okay? And then I'm gonna cover it with some plastic wrap. You could do this with a damp towel too. You don't have to use plastic wrap. All right, get this nice and tight on here. This is gonna rise for about an hour and a half. Okay, here we are an hour and a half later. Doesn't that look nice? It's doubled in size. I'm gonna punch it down, knock some of the air out of it. Okay, you can see it's not sticking to the bowl. We have the olive oil on it. All right, I'm gonna cover it again. The second rise is gonna be about 45 minutes. All right, I get these paintbrushes at the dollar store. All right, we're gonna put a little bit of olive oil in here, in the pan. Just spread it around with my dollar brush. Works really well. Okay, and now we're gonna take out the dough out of the bowl. And this is the last rise. This is before it goes into the oven. All right, gonna take it out, gonna push it down, get it to fit in the pan. If you don't have a square pan, use a round one. If yours is bigger, smaller, don't worry about it. It'll come out fine. So I put olive oil on the rosemary, garlic, and tomatoes. Just gonna spread these out here on top. Let me give it a little sprinkle of good quality sea salt. Make it nice and tasty. Look at how nice this is. We're just gonna leave it here on the counter and it's gonna rise for 30 minutes. I'm cooking in the 500-degree oven because I'm in a warm climate where it's humid. Get it right in there. Here we go. 20 minutes later, we take it out. Isn't that beautiful? You know this is gonna taste good. Ooh, look at that. Well, I broke out a delicious bottle of Brunello di Montalcino. It's Italian sunshine in a bottle. It doesn't get much better. So let's have a taste of this bread. It's really incredible how you put extra virgin olive oil together with some tomatoes, garlic, rosemary, put it on a bread. I'm gonna have to resist eating this whole thing right now. So remember, all it takes to make delicious food is great ingredients, a little bit of technique, and lots of passion. Thanks for joining me today.